Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Why should they learn new tricks when the old ones are doing just fine? So here comes an old trick repackaged. So we've had COVID-19 and we're all wise to it now. And none of us at any stage at the moment have a lot of trust in what the World Health Organization are saying for obvious reasons. They wanted us to believe that COVID came from the wet market when we all pushed back against that and said, that doesn't make sense. And eventually Anthony Fauci had to back down, didn't he, on having that strong opinion about where the origin of COVID-19 originated from. But monkeypox, it looks terrible, doesn't it? When you see the pictures, let's just have a flick through here. Under the microscope, it looks quite formidable. I don't think I'd like to get it, I've got to be honest with you. To have all these legions appear on your body, and not just on your hands and your arms, but on your back, all over your shoulders, to be covered in it, I just wouldn't take my clothes off. I'd feel like a leper. I'd kind of shut myself away, I think, if I had this particular virus. So it's left Africa. This is so reminiscent of what happened in China with COVID-19 in Wuhan. This is just like they're just learning just to play the game a bit more, with more savvy. They're not being as obvious this time. We can all agree that these pestilences and these diseases are likely to be in third world countries more than places like the UK and all over Europe. So we kind of accept it that those nations will get something of this nature before we'll get it. And we hope that we're not going to get it. But I think it is coming to Europe. And if it's coming to Europe, it will be on our doorstep before you know it. And this is so reminiscent of what happened in 2020, which just happened to be the most perfect time for the US elections, for everybody to be locked down again. I'll predict that if this gets out of hand, and thousands of people get it in the UK and all over America, then there'll be another lockdown. They'll just do the same thing because it worked a treat for them last time. It worked perfect for them to have everybody do mail-in voting and how they could use that manipulation process to their own ends. So it doesn't surprise me in the least that the World Health Organization is scaremongering again, which is what they did in 2020 when they scaremongered the world into taking a vaccine that nobody bloody well wanted to take. Nobody wanted to take that vaccine because nobody trusted what they had to say. And they trust them less now than they've ever trusted them. You'd never trust Anthony Fauci again, would you? So if someone was to step into his position and give out the same instruction that you must stay at home, you must take this vaccine for your own good, would you believe them? Why? Why would you believe them? The old saying, falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus. You only have to be proven to have lied on one time, and then you would have serious doubts into ever believing anything that they had to say. And that's how I feel about this. Look at this. Look at some of these pictures here. Look at that. If it's just on your hands, fair enough. It's when it travels all over your body, like this one here. Can you imagine waking up in the morning and finding all those legions all over you? You'd be scared, wouldn't you? Well, I believe they will use scare tactics. They will use these kind of pictures and they will say that this is coming to our own doorstep. This is what's likely to happen. But we're only at sort of middle August and the US elections isn't till November. But something that can travel this quickly from the Congo and surrounding areas of Africa to then Europe will be enough, won't it, for them to take a lot of serious precautions. But will you be fooled? Will you believe that if you don't take whatever they say you must take in order not to have this monkeypox, will you believe that what they're telling you will be true? It's difficult, isn't it, to ever believe that anything they say is true. Look at this, though. Hey, I tell you. Okay, so just wrapping this all up, right? So we've still got war going on. Okay, now we've got this potential new threat, this monkeypox. So I've got war, pestilence, and we've got famines going on. But have we got the kind of famine, the biblical famine, that you would attribute with the four horsemen of the apocalypse? Well, maybe that's yet to come. The control of all food stocks seems to be something that they've been looking into over the last so many years. So maybe we have got this world famine to come. And if that's the case, and they're all there and on the scene at the same time, then that rider of that white horse will be so much closer, won't he, to carrying out his King of King duties and finally putting an end to all this. At least think about it anyway. I'll see you again.